time you throw your right hand down, keep your lead hand higher. Class. That was class.
Do you think you would beat Itauma?
Listen, first off, I just need to get everything right. Once I'm right, 100% right, whoever I land on, I can take him out.
Head, rolling. That's good, I'm happy with that. Good job.
Dubois' smashing sparring partner shows his raw power, but Moses isn't flinching. One fights for redemption, the other fights for history, belts, pride, and legacy on the line. This collision is inevitable.
What direction we're going to go in for this next step?
Who is next? Is Moses Itauma on the horizon?
All the guys in the heavyweight division, yeah, they're all the guy, especially the one who has the belts. And you know, if the belts fragment or whatever, stuff like that can happen. Whatever way I can become two-time heavyweight champion, that's where I'm going.
Do you think
Dubois looked like a lion in sparring, and even Itauma admitted training with him was tough. But that's what makes this fight exciting. Dubois bringing experience, Moses bringing fearless youth. Both men see each other as real danger.
Daniel Dubois, how are you getting on with Daniel, by the way? Do you even speak much? Like, how does it go?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually surprised. He's completely different to what he portrays, like what people think he actually is. Like, no, I was surprised, but yeah, no, training with Dubois it's been good. Obviously in that high altitude in Spain as well. Yeah, I can't really ask for a better prep camp.
I think it was in that George Groves podcast. You talked about maybe your most difficult spot has been Daniel Dubois because he's not like a plodder. He moves.
Yeah, no, it's literally styles makes fights, doesn't it? Yeah. And I think Dubois, his style is one of my trickiest. So yeah, it gels well.
Dubois' frustration is clear. He wants to silence critics who claimed he was ducking after Parker. His words show aggression, but Moses Itauma is a different challenge. Saying line him up is easy. Proving it is another story.
I heard a lot of people saying that after the Parker thing that I'm ducking people, but right now I just want to deck someone.
So you'll have any one of those names right now.
Hey?
I said you'll have any of those names right now.
Line them up.
Turkey's investment shows the belief and backing Dubois has. Power, potential, and financial muscle. But money can't win fights. Dubois carries heavy hands, yet Moses Itauma's skill, youth, and mentality could turn that 100 million gamble into a risky bet. Duke McKenzie highlights the danger Moses Itauma brings. Young, raw, and already a wrecking ball in the making. Dubois, with experience and big stage tests, is still chasing redemption. Itauma's career is soaring, while Dubois fights to hold his ground. This clash isn't just a fight, it's two career paths colliding.
If he has the more experience on his side, Itauma,
absolutely,
you know, another 4 or 5 fights down the line, then you're looking at an absolute wrecking ball. Then he would beat everybody put in front of him.
But
nobody's going to. Yeah, nobody's going to beat
Santi, who's going to give him the answer. That's what he was saying. He wants them out of white.
Nobody beats Usyk right now.
Adam Smith sees Moses Itauma as close to world level, though not yet at the absolute elite. It's fair, he's young, still building. Dubois, on the other hand, has already faced champions, taken losses, and learned the hard way. This fight is youth chasing the ceiling versus experience fighting for relevance, and that's what makes it fascinating.
When is he ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois, possibly AJ. The top 3 or 4, he's not ready for them yet.
Chisora and Itauma question Dubois' so-called plan, suggesting the knockout footage might be hype. Dubois has power, but critics say he crumbles under pressure. Moses, with few fights, is already earning comparisons to seasoned names. For Dubois, it's damage control. For Itauma, it's growth and momentum. If this is Dubois' strategy, Moses has the tools to expose it.
In his whole game plan was coming heavier.
You reckon? Yeah. I reckon that worked good for him.
How?
If they're both coming heavier, that's only going to play to Joyce's favour.
No, you don't.
You don't think so?
Because Joe didn't step on a double jab. He didn't even double jab the guy. He didn't do. It's like he was just there. You know, I don't understand what's up with the poor.
Tyson Fury reminded everyone that youth rules boxing. Moses Itauma, still a teenager, is already mentioned alongside champions, building an aura even Fury respects. Dubois, though young, carries scars from Joyce and Usyk. He's chasing redemption. Moses is chasing history. One fights to stay relevant, the other to rise. If youth rules, Itauma is set to take over.
Boxing is a young man's game. Like I told Vladimir Klitschko when he was 37. Boxing's a young man's game and he waits for nobody. So here's the opinion, you've heard it here first. Moses Itauma will wreck all them old men out of the division. Usyk, AJ, Miller, whoever there is who's old, Zhang, whoever else there is, Luis Ortiz, all these big names of the past are all a spent force. And even the world champion now, if they took my belts and give them to Usyk, Moses will wreck him because he's a young man versus an old man.
Frampton admits Dubois has improved, rebuilding after defeats, showing his power remains. But while Dubois patches old foundations, Itauma is building a skyscraper from scratch, unbeaten, fearless, and full of potential. One is desperate, the other destined. Their collision is inevitable.
Dubois is certainly a much more dangerous fighter than he was, so he does have a chance to win the fight, but in saying that, I've backed against Usyk a couple of times, and specifically the Fury.
Eddie Hearn stresses patience. Itauma is only 20, and timing is everything. His rise is rapid, but his path must be managed wisely. Dubois was rushed, and the crack showed. This fight isn't just fists colliding, it's lessons colliding. Patience versus impatience. Steady rise versus rushed spotlight.
Or he might knock him out, I don't know, but I personally...
Johnny Nelson admits neither man needs this fight now, but boxing is built on risk. Dubois fights for redemption. Itauma fights to announce his arrival. One clings to relevance, the other chases destiny. That's why this clash feels inevitable.
AJ understands that also. There's talk of that fight happening now this year. And again, it's talk. You've got two fighters that don't need to fight, two fighters that really believe they were the best fighters in the world, that have to come to terms with it mentally. Two fighters that you know, we probably want the fight more than they do. So with these two fighters, it's a...
Moses Itauma made it clear he won't hesitate to face Dubois. At 20, he talks about legacy, not fear. For him, Dubois is an opportunity to rise. For Dubois, it's redemption. Youth versus experience, destiny versus survival. The stakes couldn't be higher.
I would be silly not to take that, because I would end up in a better position taking that fight than if I didn't take that fight. If I win, I'm a world champion, I'll smash the records, I'm a millionaire, superstar, XYZ, yeah? And if I didn't take that fight, then I've still gone and tried.
Turki Alashik's words flipped the script, calling Moses experienced at just 20. His calm, composure, and maturity make him look seasoned beyond his years. Dubois has more fights and world title nights, but his career has been turbulent. The question is, who handles the moment better? And right now, Moses looks mentally sharper.
It is tough to guess, but I have a feeling that the experience of Usyk can be decide in this fight.
Tony Bellew raises a real concern. Is Dubois too much too soon for Moses Itauma? At 20, Moses is still learning, while Dubois brings dangerous power and experience. Bellew calls for patience, but history shows bold risks can make legend. Fans sense Moses thrives under pressure, and this fight could be the ultimate proof.
I think that's a dreadful fight for Moses, you know. I just think to throw this kid into the wolves at this stage so early in his career, I just don't get what for. He's a young man, let him develop the same as every other fighter, let him learn his trade.
This is the showdown where everything collides. Dubois showing knockout power in sparring, Itauma rising as the fearless new star, and the heavyweight division waiting for change. For Dubois, it's survival, a chance to prove he's not finished. For Moses, it's destiny, the step from prospect to superstar. Youth versus experience, redemption versus history. If Moses wins, he becomes the face of a new era. If Dubois shocks him, he rebuilds his name with authority. Careers change forever on this night. Who are you backing? Moses Itauma or Daniel Dubois?